Hello everyone. We will continue our lecture on population growth and the availability of our resources here. This video will talk about the rise in the population and the growing cities. The urbanization we have big major cities growing everywhere and everywhere, moving from rural area to urban area. Of course, as we already discussed in the last video about the distribution and the water availability, we can see that I think I already showed this graph here, that population growth is always indexed as the main culprit when it comes to not enough water for people. So population growth is set as the main or the largest single cause of water crisis. I'm going to ask you at the end about what do you think about this assertion, because we've seen that there are many there are many drivers of the drop in water availability per capita. Of course, if we just take a simple arithmetic method, we're looking at this amount of water that doesn't change and the amount of population that's actually changing. We just simple arithmetic or division, then of course that could be seen as the main driver. But there are also other things. We have talked about economic growth, so wealth. Now, yes, we might have a lot of, if we take it globally, we divide, we assume, which we know is not true. We take these averages when we know that the resources are not evenly distributed. So we know there is already less in certain part of the world, there is less in Africa, there is less in the Middle East, there is abundance in South America or abundance in North America. So that's just one thing, that the resources is not distributed equally. But at the same time, you can see that also the way that people are using water is not the same. So 10 people in Africa, for example, might use less water than one person in the United States. Just because of the wealth or other things, the needs and so on. You could see that somebody here in the US uses more water than so. When we talk about population being the main drivers, could it be that maybe economic growth also be a big driver in that? Because as we see, as people getting richer, bigger homes, people are gonna use more. You stay in the shower for 15-20 minutes. Person in Africa only has maybe a 10-liter bucket of water to take his shower, or even to that's be for him and the family of the person to use 10-20 liters for the whole day. That includes some washing, so just a little bit of washing, and that includes the cooking. And so now if you look at how much is being used in Africa when it comes to population and what's used in developed countries, you might see there that there is a gap. So I am going to ask you, this is your next quiz. I'll see if I can put that in the video. But this is what I'm going to ask you to do, is actually, what do you think is the main driver when it comes between population growth and economic development? If we take another example when it comes to pollution, the thousands of people in Africa or Southeast Asia or somewhere, very poor area, who walk long distances. Now, compared to the rich people here, who are taking airplanes or boats, they have their own yacht, they have their own private planes. Who is actually polluting more? The poor guy who is walking, carrying water on his head, and so on, or the guy who has two yachts, two private planes? So those are some of the thinking that start thinking, what is this? If we just base everything as just simple arithmetic, then yeah, the population growth can be seen as, wow, we need to reduce population and might lead to massacre. Well, there might be another side probably. That's my opinion, but I want to hear what you think about it. So yes, population growth. I'm not saying it's not an issue, because if it's an issue with less people to get enough water for them, then when you get more people, it's just compound the problem. So population growth is estimated to double, even quadruple by 2050, or even 2100. Another big issue here is that just like anything else that we have seen in terms of the resources, they are unevenly distributed. So you have more people. Let me change this here. You have more people, more population growth in certain area than others. The issue here is that most of the population growth is occurring in area where water is already scarce.